Might you consider lightening your pack, Master? If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
Always sets me to thinking.
Gran, I want to learn magic, please.
This again, child. You know full well your father has forbidden it. There are plenty of things more deserving of your interest. Why not turn your aspirations elsewhere?
Why must you always take Father's side? I'd have thought you'd understand how I feel better than anyone.
Just grateful I get to lead a quiet life. Aught I can do for you?
What am I to do with that girl? Would that I could allow her to do as she pleases, but 'tisn't to be.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Why won't they let me study magic? It isn't fair.
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet. Always sets me to thinking, this place.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Would anyone care to push? Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Here we go again. If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die. Understood. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? I'll go and open the chest.
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise.
Now, what might that be?
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
What is it? Got a question about my training regime? Suppose that was an unlikely guess. No. A pity. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. You'd seem like you'd be fit for battle, even if I were to call upon you on the morrow. Which is more than I can say for the rest. Apologies for assuming. We've had fewer folks looking to enlist of late, and I'm hungry for recruits. Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beastren. How very Vermundian of them. At the very least, I'd like to provide some decent training to the soldiers we have now. Easier said than done, especially when the weapons we were promised have yet to arrive. Tisn't like to boost their morale having rusted steel to train with. What I wouldn't give for some decent weapons and a soldier to act as an example. Someone with motivation to grow. That'd light a fire under them, I reckon. Mayhap you could aid us. I know 'tis much to ask of anyone, let alone a stranger, but what else am I to do? Much appreciated. We'd welcome what you can spare.
Sir Baron's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me?
Come, I'll lead the way. This way, Master.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests. Right you are.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift. Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. We've arrived, just as planned.
What is it? If you're looking for Gran, she's out. 'Tis dreadful dull round here. How long do they mean to shut me away? All I want is to study magic, but Gran refuses to teach me. If only I had a grimoire or two, then I could study on my own. If you find any grimoires, would you bring them to me? You needn't seek them out. Any you happen to find will do. Still, I'll write up a list of the tomes I'd most like, so you know which ones to keep an eye out for. There. All done. Mayhap I was a little overeager, but you needn't bring them all. Just 2 or 3 would be swell. Though I would be thrilled to have the lot. Oh, and Gran is like to confiscate the grimoires should she espy them. Pray hand them to me when she's not at home.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs. I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this. It's an exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads. Another encounter? I feel like this. We're already quite pressed.
Might we remove this hindrance somehow?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Sir Baron seeks a motivated soldier to inspire different troops. I do not know of such a person. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Pray, follow me. direction, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests. I quite agree.
Sir Baron seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Common reward, frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
Shall we set it rolling?
Trisha's been rather restless of late. More so than usual, I mean.
Do you wish for me to proceed? We won't be able to climb back up the slope once we've gone down. Aren't you coming, Master? I'm down here.
Come, I'll lead the way. No rest for the weary, it seems. We'll be hard-pressed to find victory here if we cannot heal our wounds.
That was superb, Arisen. Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought. Take care not to fall. Careful now! A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
You have my support. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Pray, follow me.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Halt! State your business. We've orders to keep this gate sealed till the Watchhead returns.
Come, I'll lead the way. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid. Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here. It is worth considering, if we've the time.
Sir Baron seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms! Understood. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need some? Something?
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough. about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
Do come again.
I'll just catch my breath. Clear my feet.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for, after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
I'll not take that from you.
Well met, sir.
How dare you!
This isn't right.
This can't be happening!
Can't even think straight.
That's it. I've had enough.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby? We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Another day of work awaits. Jump back.
This grimoire's for sale near Miss Trish's abode, according to the list. I've an idea of which shop she might have meant. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Pray, follow me. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance.
A Saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
Moment to breathe. We must try to find a moment to gather our strength. The Arisen has been drenched.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a but pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master. Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts. 'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete.
We've arrived, just as planned.
Well met. Pleasure doing business with you.
This grimoire's for sale near Miss Trish's abode, according to the list. I've an idea of which shop she might have meant. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.